Because naturally we gravitate towards. Okay. Naturally, we gravitate towards people who have concern for justice. Anyway, I wasn't born in 1960, but I was born around 1971, and I've spent a good part of my life just fighting for justice, and I just can't believe that Nigeria is where it is today. It's very shameful, and not only is this shameful. There was a video I was watching today on my way here, and it was by a Ghanaian pastor. And he was talking about West African leadership. He said, he particularly focused on Nigeria. He said, Nigerian leaders are dumb. That's how he put it. He said, but his own concern is Nigerian people themselves. And that he wished that every country in the world would drive Nigerians out of their country so that they can go to their country and fix their country. Because part of the reason why we are still able to tolerate some of these leaders is because we have sometimes where to run to. Sometimes where to run to, not even physically but mentally. It's mental escape from Nigeria. Some people are in Nigeria, they are not here. They have a way they just go and hide in their head. So that this will not continue. But the fantastic job you are doing is the job of creating social consciousness. There is nothing like that, especially the way you have sustained it. And sustaining at the time that almost everybody is afraid to speak out at this point. Almost everybody is afraid to sustain their criticism against this unjust system, an incompetent system. And that you stood out there day in, day out, raising your voice and telling people not to be afraid. It's very, very powerful. I'm not saying it in front of you because I'm standing in front of you. I showed you my phone as a testimony to the fact that I received your message, especially. It's like I find the guy, say, please, anytime you have anything new, send it to me. And I review it. If it's in the middle of the night, I'll review it. I'll take the points that are important to me and I get back to him and say, please. He said he knows you too. I said, please tell him one day I would like to meet with him. And it's nothing political for me, even though our lives are completely political. If you say you don't care about politics, it's the politicians that will decide whether you get a road or not. It's politicians that will decide whether you have electricity or not, where you send your school, the kind of water you drink, whether it's clean or dirty. It's all determined by politics. The salary you get paid, where you go to hospital, where you are sick. Even when you get a job, or if you keep a job, even when you are not working for government, you are an example of it.
Yeah.
You couldn't keep your job for political reasons. This is completely political witch hunt. You're not working for government. You are not at NNPC. You are not working at the central bank. You are working, doing the job that you are sent to do on earth. Still, politics went to find you in a mosque, persecuted you and kicked you out of the mosque. They didn't care about what you will eat the next. It's not as if you eat their food anyways. But they didn't care about how you feel about it. But they just had to sacrifice one person because he's standing up for the truth. So we're glad that you keep doing that. What my friend told me is the first thing he told me when he introduced you to me years ago, he said, you like this Imam because it's the first Imam who started using laptops. And I was one of the first person that started a digital news platform in Nigeria. So he said, you guys would like each other. But like I said again, we never had the opportunity until today.
I think you are the pioneer of Sahara.
Yeah.
Please, how can I put it? My apologies to you and the entire Sahara people. Because somebody talked to me about giving them an audience.
Yes. I was the one who requested this.
Yes, but I said no.
Yeah.
I will tell you why now. my people, including my CSO, Bio, I told you,
Yeah.
they met me. That there are some who are trying to make reconciliation with the other party. They are begging me to stop any media discussion about that issue. They will solve the problem. And I gave them my words that I will stop any media interview on that issue until after Salah. Subsequently, the man called me. I don't want to mention his name. He's a very big personality in Nigeria. He called me that this is the interview. I said, no, please tell them I'm sorry. I've made a promise that no more interview on this issue until after Salah. Why I did that is because when you are moving with people, you have to be democratic. Yeah. Allow them to say their own view and ideas. Yes. Discuss it with them. I know I have conditions for reconciliation. One of the conditions is that I will not withdraw any words that I've said. Spoken. Yes. Yeah. And the second condition is that no one will caution me on any issue I speak out for the people. If it is against the will of the government, they have security operations. They know how to operate. Let them come and arrest me. Exactly. But you in the mosque, as a committee member or as chairman, you have no right to caution me. If it is against the tenet of Islam as well, summon the FCT committee of imams to call me and ask me. That is my conditions. And I know it's hardly for them to meet those conditions. Because I don't want to go back. I am feeling as if I gain my freedom now. I can speak out freely. I don't mind anybody whether he feels good or bad. Yes. Because my mission is not to combat people to Islam. That is not my mission. My mission is to create awareness in the minds of Nigerians that we are not slaves. Our mothers gave birth to us as free people. Yes. We are free people. That freedom is very vital. Very important. If we can retain that, if we can maintain that freedom, we can speak out, but we can speak out against bad governance. Yes. But if we are afraid of them, we are now slaves. That's right. Somebody will just pick one of us and negotiate. How much will you buy this? Yes, that is what is happening in Nigeria today. Absolutely. They are kidnapping citizens, selling them out, negotiating. Look at somebody that can bear to negotiate with criminals. Now he's afraid to listen to citizens. That is a problem. So I'm very sorry. Maybe by Wednesday I will. No problem. Go for yes, after that, yes. We can. That's not a problem. Great relationships I've been looking forward to, and I'm glad that you said it, that you are not here for the purpose that some people might worry about, but we are here for a greater purpose, which is liberty, liberation, and freedom for the people. And that's real God's work. Because why did He throw all of us out here? Right? God. Muslim, Christians, non-Christians, Jews. It's because He desires for us a space to do what we want that will make us happy. And in every country, He threw a particular type of plant, right? He put a specific type of animal that when you eat them,
you'll be fine. If another person comes from another party eating, they will have problem because they are not designed for their intestines. And the only thing that is then the problem is that our own people that were put in the same space, they are ruining our existence. And anybody who keeps quiet at this time, who collaborate, connives, or endanger the process of liberty, is working against the being that put everybody here. And we must speak against that person. And don't worry, if they pick you up, I will come and join you there. But I tell you, they dare not. They've demystified. We've been through all those things. Even the guys on the inside that they used to pick people, they themselves, they are in need of liberty. They are in bondage.
Yes, of course.
One economic bondage in particular. You imagine that before this Kaduna road became better, they were killing DSS officials along the road. When I was in generals, before they abandoned the road and started taking train, now terrorists have gone after the trains. Very soon, as they have already tested and test run the airport, they will start abducting people who are boarding or even abducting planes. That's if they are not taking them down very soon. So, and these are issues you have not asked for too much. You are just saying, please, can you restore the dignity of my people to them? Let them have the liberty and the freedom to exist, travel, go to school. You are not asking for anything. You are not even asking for the overthrow of the government, which some of us have advocated that there's a reason for a democratic overthrow of this. And the biggest democracy is acceptance of people who lead you and the rejection of those people who lead you. And when they took me in there to their DSS office, kept me there, they asked me, do you want to repeat what you said? I repeated it on oath. And one of the guys looked around and drove the others out and said, you are right, but we can't tell you that you're right because our job is to tell them the lie. Your job is to tell them the truth. And that's why we are still here today. You will not appreciate now what you are doing. It's just you are seeing the dark side of it. But the brighter side of it is out there. People have never met you before, far and wide. You don't have anything to gain from doing what you could be doing this, as you said, their own will. I'll be living inside Asokoro. I'll tell you that when I was walking into this place, I didn't know that this is where I will meet you. I'm not expecting you to live in big luxury, but I expected that your fence will be higher than this. There'll be barbed wire everywhere. But you know what? You are demonstrating what exactly people who speak the truth do. Now, when you speak the truth is your security and not men. Because with all their security, look at what happened to them on the train. One of them had to bail himself out with 100 million naira. Whereas if 100 million naira was used to build a school in Kaduna, in those neighborhoods where kidnappers come from, they probably won't be kidnappers now. They would have gone to study and have a better life and impacted their communities. So when you reject the problems, they are going to come after you, even at your old age. So I would say to you, Imam, thank you so much once again. And posterity will be kind to you for doing this. And this is a message to all our brothers and sisters who are out there that one of my happiest days is today. Because there are not a lot of happy days in Nigeria. It's a very sad place to be right now. But we must keep collaborating, joining hands, and we assure you on our end, that whatever it is you need that we can use to help you. We don't have money. We don't have the armed forces behind us. But even it's just to keep amplifying your voice to people, millions that need it. Please trust that we'll do that. Like, the person reached out to our common friend that will be reaching out to you through him. Or every other person that knows you that who are our common friends as well. So we're happy to be here, and we have quite a lot of young people. If if they heard that you are coming, this place would have been filled up to the street. But we had to avoid them on our way here. So we still have another event down the street.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. I really appreciate you and the young boys that are moving around.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you, and let's hope this is just the beginning.
Yes, it's the beginning, and it's the end of their own beginning.
Yeah.
So please, can we just stand and take a picture? Yes.
No, let him go.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I want that. Oh, absolutely.
Well, you put it to me.
Okay.
Please don't forget.
When the community, yeah.
There's no.
So, my bag here.
Yes.
Okay.
Kaigo. Okay.
I mean,
That's all.
Let me just let my phone number.
Okay.
thank you.
Cool.
Okay. Community on our.
Yeah. Let me take it. Okay. Cool.
Thank you very much.
Oh, sorry. You wanted to listen to our
gaskiya ne. Yanzu kana ina. Thank you. He's my old friend.
Yeah. Just as you have Yoruba here too.
Yeah, you have Hausa.
This one pass Hausa, this one is Yoruba, Hausa, Igbo, everything.
Yes.
Let's take
Okay.
this community here. Supreme Court.
Supreme Court.
Whose presence will you know? Mallam. Yeah, okay, yeah. Okay, when you came in, I looked, I was saying, I know this place. It's okay. No problem. What you find about nobody? But for God to our community to see,
Alright, guys, we can wrap up now. It's really nice meeting you. Yeah, waiting. Alright.